What's up, YouTube? Chilling out like a villain, rock star chilling. Cameron, they give you $15 to Cash App. Beautiful. Just fucking beautiful. Now, Kanye West has been accused of being autistic unless he's been diagnosed by a professional. Don't know if I believe it. YouTube, I got a beer. This is called a hot streak. This is the India Pale Ale that says Drink the West. It's a cool looking little can, and these beers are delicious, 21 and up. I just got done recording my new album. It slaps. Deathbed Tapes likes it, so I know my fans are gonna love it. Just uploaded the video on how to make the perfect melted cheese. I use the microwave, of course. To make it, people will be looking at that on TikTok going, how the fuck did he make that perfectly deliciously juicy melty cheese with the jalapeno popcorn seasoning, this bastard? And it's like, microwave. It's a redneck stove. I call it a microwave. This is from the Blacktooth Brewing Company Hot Streak. 21 and up. I'm liking the can. Shout out to deliveries from Windy Cities. That's most definitely what the fuck is up. Fuck the trolls. I'm straight for of-age women. Look at what's coming to them. Just gonna keep ignoring them and being my badass self, you know? The album is being made with a really fucking sweet fucking album cover by a fan. I'm not gonna give that fan a shout out until after it's done, just because I don't want the trolls harassing them. But I did my bargain. In my part, I released 6 brand new original King Cobra JFS songs. The whole album's like 54 minutes long of original Ava Grande metal. So people are either gonna really hate it or really like it. You know, I don't care. As long as the fans like it, cool. If some random dickhead texted me, "Oh my God, way to disgrace the," you know, it's predictable to a point. But I was working long hours yesterday to get that fucking last song done. My voice was tired. I got the concept art for the album cover. So yeah, the album might not be available till after Christmas or New Year's, but it's worth the wait. If that makes any sense. I got the album done prior just yesterday, last night, and the I'm getting custom made artwork made for it by a fan. Not gonna say which one. Those of you who know who you are, you know what's up, and that's most definitely what the fuck is up. My fans get into graphic art design and they wanna offer me like t-shirt or album cover art, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Fuck sickos. The At the Gates of Hell slaps. We have 6 songs at 54 minutes. Liquid Sunshine's pretty fucking depressing. It's not trying to glorify alcohol. It's just saying sometimes life sucks and you need a quick sip to get you through, you know? It's not trying to glorify alcohol, but life sucks and people are fucking snakes. And I'm not trying to insult my favorite animal by saying that. And speaking of people, Kanye West is going off drawing pictures of Albert Einstein, holding pictures with Adolf Hitler, and I'm over here like, oh joy. Like autistics need more reasons to look a little shady, you know? If Slim Shady was going off supporting Hitler and doing all the crap Kanye's doing, he'd be labeled the fucking toxic white males that everyone hates today. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hitler killed black people, so Kanye's being a douche by supporting him. But that's neither here nor there. Just sitting here having a hot streak. Got done uploading a delicious cheese melts video. People are like, what's the next food hack? And I'm like, how can you make melted cheese more delicious? I took the sharp cheddar, I mixed it with the bacon, French onion dip, and some cheddar jalapeno popcorn seasoning. And with that bacon and that cheddar, it just made a really delicious cheese melt. Big old bowl of melted cheese, and it looks so good for the internet. I was just like, ooh, cheese slime. Fuck sickos. You want to have pronouns. You want to be trans, gay, whatever. As long as you ain't a sicko, I'm not here to judge. The people who YouTube poop the videos are just assholes who are about to be on a offendery list because it's like, that's how it is. My trolls are sickos, dude. And it's disgusting. Fuck sickos. Cobra makes badass videos. And At the Gates of Hell slaps. It's really good. It's 6 original songs from yours truly. We got Broken Hearts in the Rain, Liquid Sunshine, Never Gonna Slow Me Down, At the Gates of Hell, Cocaine Cobra, When the Ravens and the Crows Go Flying. Those are all 6 songs in fucking order. And it has that classic Ava Grande sound that you've come to accustom and love from King Cobra JFS, as well as originals, you know, like Liquid Sunshines and Broken Hearts in the Rain are going to be super heartbreaking, but that's what makes it relatable. And people either are going to hate it or they're going to be like, Cobra, you brilliant bastard. Now, Kanye West is talking about leading an autistic army. I'm like, I don't know if Kanye West was properly diagnosed by a professional. If he was, and he legitimately has autism, then just kind of humor him a bit and ignore it, you know? Because not all autistics are like that. As somebody who has actual autism, I was diagnosed before it was popular to be diagnosed. Was that too far? No, there's a couple of Jewish celebrities I look up to, including Bernie Sanders, and I do not appreciate Kanye West's anti Semitic remarks. If there were people talk shit on Kanye West because he's black, I'd be like, you know what, that's not cool either, man. All we're doing is spreading hatred, and it doesn't do us any good. Black people have been through slavery and oppression for like the last 600 plus years. And Jewish people had to face the Holocaust, plus Hitler killing black people and shit. It's fucked. And here's Kanye West supporting Adolf Hitler. I'm like, it's mind boggling, YouTube. I want to see a world where black power and white power get along and we end racism and sexism. If that somehow makes me a bad person and sounds controversial, well then, It is what it is. Power to the people, motherfucker. As a white person, I acknowledge my privilege. So, so I can appreciate it when like the other side acknowledges their bullshit, but then sometimes they just expect, like the categorizations and shit. Like as somebody myself, I'm white, I'm straight, I'm male, I'm cisgendered. I support the other sides as long as you ain't a sicko. And they categorize me as this piece of shit who hates women and who hates gays and all this other shit, all because of my gender, who I identify as. And then you got a fucking society who makes it all about, like, if you don't allow that person to identify as female, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, as long as you're not a sicko, who gives a fuck? And as long as you wait till you're 18 or older to get transgender realignment surgery, you know, and that's just for your health reasons. And because sickos are disgusting, you see these people bullying trans and gay people, and I'm like, you know what? That's your fucking bigoted problem. But as long as they're old enough and they're not under a certain age, who gives a dude? That's the truth. And you might think what I'm saying is controversial. I don't care. Dave Chappelle is getting canceled for sharing Daphne's story, but the cocksuckers at Netflix who show cuties, they get a little slap on the wrist because the director of the movie was female. And that's not hatred towards women, that's just the goddamn truth. If some dude directed that fucking sleaze, disgusting fucking movie, that motherfucker would be getting raped in prison. But yeah, no, I released a really fucking really sweet album, The Deathbed Tapes. I'm signed by a mother trucker who was inspired. The story between me and Deathbed Tapes is fucking metal as shit, dude. And the support I got from my fans, people want to be a part of my album, help me design album covers. And I took that approach. There's so many fans that want to do it, and I believe me, I appreciate the support I get from my fans. You know, most definitely, what the frick is up? If you want a shout out, donate to CashApp or PayPal, and I'll give you a shout out. But with it being the holidays, the person who's designing my album cover, I totally get it. So it may get done in like the next week to 2 weeks. So sometime like towards after Christmas or New Year, if you see the album listed, you know what's up. I busted through it as quickly as I could without it sounding like shit. Believe me, I sat there and tired my voice to hoarse whispers, and I got it. I got it done. And the album sounds good. I sent it to Deathbed Tapes. He's working his magic. He's like, you know what, Cobra? Another fucking solid album. On Satan's Bell, when you got like a little goat's bell to go with it, we're doing something similar with that with the new album. It's gonna feature a skull necklace similar to King Cobra's. You gotta check it out. It's gonna be badass, dude. Now I sent some artwork to Deathbed Tapes, and he said, "Yeah, this isn't gonna fit the cassettes. Would you mind hiring a fan to do your album cover?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" It's a great way for a lot of people to just express their creativity. And the album's gonna be sick, YouTube. You don't even know, in a good way, of course. Fuck sickos. People are like, we want to hear samples. Hmm. This is the song I made called When the Ravens. Blah, tongue twisted. Try that again. Nah. When the crows and the ravens go flying. When the crows and the ravens go flying. I got the title mixed up there, but that's the title of it. The organ was courteous of, I call her Spooky Sarah. She helped me with the organ in Satan's Bell. She's one of my fangirls. So collaborating with my fans to make music and artwork for the album really sets a good vibe, in my opinion. You hear it, the shriek, the power metal, the lower vocals, the classic sound. That's the Grande Cobra sound. I'm only giving you a small little cheeky little taste. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, you sound like shit," and I'm like, "Well, that's your opinion. You haven't heard the whole fucking album, to be honest. You just mad because Cobra's doing his thing, and y'all are jealous." When the crows and the ravens go flying is a beautiful song. Satan is not the problem, contrary to what Kanye West may or may not say. This motherfucker was going off and being like, "Oh, hey, China's being controlled by Satan and they're trying to take over the United States." I'm like, "You sound like a tabloid magazine, bro. Calm down." As I've said before, I'm not trying to obsess over the dumb shit Kanye West says, but it's pretty baffling when him and his people have bitched about the shit they've gone through, rightfully so, only to have a racist black person. Are Jews classified as a race of people, or is it just anti Semitism? I would say yes, because it's all a part of culture, YouTube. Now, seeing a racist black man is like seeing a self hating Jew. It's quite a sight to behold. Now, if Kanye West was legitimately diagnosed by a professional, okay, fine. But if it's one of those stupid self-diagnostic kits, I'm gonna be like, fucking kiss my ass. However, we don't need Kanye West making autistics look bad too. He's already gone made black people look bad with his slavery don't exist bullshit and supporting Adolf Hitler when Adolf Hitler fucking killed a bunch of black people during the Holocaust as well as Jewish people. And it's just like, dude, you're being stupid. You're uneducated. It's nothing against your race. So if you're trying to make it about racism, you're fucking retarded. Because if Eminem were to go off talking like Kanye West, that motherfucker would be canceled quicker than Kanye West would be, and that's the goddamn truth. Not trying to be a fucking dick about it, but that's how it is. 2022 can suck it. I'm not complaining about my long term circumstances or short term circumstances. However, you gotta think to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've slapped a 6 pack of this hot streak and a tall can of Bud Light, and I'm feeling just jazzy at the moment. celebrating the release of my new album, At the Gates of Hell. It's going to be beautiful. Kanye, bro, Satan is not the one you want to blame for society's problems. And you're already kind of getting it. Like, white men are not to blame for it either. I get so tired of society blaming straight white cisgendered males for everything wrong with our society. And if these assholes turn around and hate you because you're the exact opposite, they're the ones with the problem. And it's like there's too much hatred in our society. A little bit gives you backbone because people are assholes and they take advantage of your kindness, and it's fucked. But too much hatred goes too far, in my opinion. Okay, and then that's the cold truth of it. You want to call me a dickhead for saying it, but it's the truth. Having a digression towards people because of shitty experiences versus you shoot them up because blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Fuck mass shootings. So I got the album done as quickly as I can, and it sounds beautiful. YouTube. I had a fan in Deathbed Tapes to release it. It's gonna be beautiful. YouTube. 6 original fucking tracks of Ava Grande King Cobra metal. People are sick and tired of hearing carols and shit. And it's like, if you celebrate the holidays, that's your choice. But some people are sick of hearing it, and it's just like, we want something new and original. You know. Cobra's a pretty righteous dude, so check this out. We got this new album dropping, At the Gates of Hell. It's gonna slap. Trust and believe. It's really good. You know, the first 2 songs are super fucking depressing. And then like the rest of the album is just straight a progression into some like really badass music. Like you come out of that depression and you realize that what Cobra's realizing, and it's just a really good album. You gotta check it out. My fans are gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Call it At the Gates of Hell and release 6 original songs. 666. That's why I released 6 original songs for the new album. It's because the devil's number is 666. So I released 6 songs. The society is controlled by money, greed, addiction, and sex, and it's disgusting. And gender based bullshit on top of it. I'm like, you know what? Focus on making your music and just being your badass autistic goth self, and things will work out. It's like I said, as long as that's just the truth of it. As long as you hate sickos, who gives a shit? Some jackoff wants to identify as a non-binary palm tree. As long as they're not touching kids, who gives a shit? You know, that's the craziest society we live in, and these sick bastards are trying to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, if that person gets to identify as a non-binary palm tree, you know, and that's not making fun of anyone. That's just telling it like it is. Like, okay, just because 2 consenting gay couples want to get married and shit doesn't give you the right to be a sicko. That's just, you want to sit there and scream about how unfair it is and how you're sexually liberated and woke and how you're retarded is what you are, and not in a good way. They're gonna be assholes who YouTube pooped the video. I don't care. People are desperate for their 5 minutes of fame. Cobra hates sickos as much as Chris Hansen does. And I feel good saying it because the alcohol is quite tasty. It is after 5 o'clock. Tomorrow I will be crafting wands, so if you don't see me making videos or going live, you know, this hot streak, Black Tooth, is some tasty beer. Now, if you like the beer and food combos, subscribe for more. Check out the YouTube channel, bros and broettes. That jalapeno bacon cheddar cheese that I made in that bowl of melted cheese that I made with my YouTube shorts would be fire on a burger, dude. Straight up. The jalapeno popcorn salt with the cheddar seasoning mixed. It's like a cheddar jalapeno popcorn seasoning. You put it on your buttery popcorn when you want it to have a little kick. The seasoning wasn't that bad. It wasn't like overpowering. It was cute. It like dusted your tongue like you know what I'm saying? So people are checking out the latest cheese melt video, like Cobra made cheddar bacon jalapeno cheese slime, and it looks delicious. And yes, it was fucking delicious. It was a very basic food hack of mine because I've done food hacks that were a bit more complex. But that's the fun of cooking, really, is combining flavors you like and creating a new flavor. But here's the thing of it, Kanye West. If you want to start an autistic army, you got to think about some things. If you're truly black and you're truly autistic and you don't have fish sticks up your Asperger's, you got to stop making autistics and blacks look bad. You look at Elliot Rogers, he's a miserable piece of shit. He's way worse than Kanye West. But I digress. There were assholes who just make autistics look bad, and you can't let it ruin your opinion of them because not all of us are like that.